Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Homecoming Homemade or First Suit Spider-Man. I don't know what the official name is. I'll put it in the title once I figure it out, but I'm going to call it the Homemade Suit. And this figure is surprisingly good. I know a lot of people were really excited for this, and a lot of people are giving it a lot of crap for certain things, which I don't think are valid complaints. It's actually really accurate and really solid. So there's going to be quite a bit to talk about as we go through this. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about 15.5 centimeters, which makes him roughly 6.25 inches, just shy of that. And as you can see, it's mostly molded plastic. There's not really any shading on that. Obviously, I prefer shading, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary when the molded plastic looks good enough. And they did a pretty good job matching painted reds to molded reds and vice versa. So it just looks really nice. I'm very pleased with it. Now, before we get into the figure anymore, let's talk about accessories. We do have some interchangeable hands. We have 2 fist hands and 2 web shooting hands. And they do have really nice sculpt and pretty clean paints on them. So I'm very happy with that. It gives the character a nice bit of realism. And then we do have alternate hoods. We have one hood that lays down over his back, obviously like a down hood, and one that goes up over the head. I personally hate that up hood. It just looks really weird, and I don't think I'd ever use it because the down hood looks a lot better. And that's it for accessories. Not a ton, but definitely enough. And a lot of people didn't like the fact that his eyes looked really wide open and that they should be, narrower. I don't think that's the case. I mean, they opened up wide and they closed, and they did the whole aperture type thing. So I don't really get that. I think it's fine. It looks good. The paint job's clean. I don't really have any issues with that. Paint job is clean on the chest also, and they even painted the little zipper part on the hoodie right there. So very happy with that. And then they did paint the silver on here. I thought at first it was a separate piece, but now that I'm looking at it, I think it's actually painted. But either way, it's very nice and metallic and looks good. Could it have more paint? Sure, but I think it's good enough. They even painted the soles of the feet, so I'm pretty happy with that. As far as articulation goes, the head can lean really far back, no problem at all, so very pleased with that. Also very far forward, and it's sitting pretty properly on the neck, so I'm very happy. It does rock a little bit side to side for some style posing, so that's good. Full rotation, no problems there. Shoulders can go... I wish they could go up a little farther. It's very stiff. Actually, I guess they do work. It just takes a lot of force. So as long as you can muster up the strength, you'll be able to pose the arms no problem. So that's good. Full rotation, of course. Bicep swivel's fine. Double jointed elbows give you really good range. And then we do have a wrist swivel, obviously, since they're interchangeable. And we have a hinge in each wrist. So that's good. Some people were complaining that the arms and chest are way too skinny. No, I don't think so. I think that's how it should look. I mean, I didn't compare screenshots from the movie to the figure, but I think that looks pretty accurate. I mean, he's not a big person. He's still just a 15-year-old kid in the movie, so yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Ab crunch goes back only 1 notch, and it does give him a little bit of a pot belly, so that could definitely be better. And we have more of that chisel look going on there. I'm not sure why all of their ab crunches have that weird chiseling. It's very strange. Does lean forward a little bit, and it doesn't look very great on the back either, so that definitely could have been improved. It's not the best situation. The waist twist works just fine. The hips, a little bit better than I was expecting, so I think that's okay. Better than some of the figures we've seen recently, so that's all right. Legs going forward. They go really far forward, but they do pop out to the side just a little bit, but I'll definitely take it. I mean, that's good range for Spider-Man. We have our thigh swivel, which works just fine. Double jointed knees. Not too bad. It does get a little weird looking in the knee because they have the knee itself tucking into both the top and the bottom. So we kind of have some weird pocketing going on, but it's okay. It's not the worst. We have a shin swivel in here, which I'm pretty surprised about. I didn't think they would do that, but they did. So those of you that like that, that's awesome. I do like the functionality, but of course when you rotate it, it just kills the sculpt. So, there are good things and bad things about that. As far as the ankles, they go all the way back, so that's really good. They go pretty far forward, not the farthest, but it'll do. And then you have a pretty solid ankle rocker, and then if you want to rotate the shin, it's going to help a little bit. So I think it's a really solid figure. It could be better in a few ways, but overall, it's for a Hasbro product right out of the package. I'm very pleased with it. I think you guys will be too. So there it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And in the meantime, keep collecting.